it's Judy here with my life as Kikay. Welcome to today's video. I'm actually doing this video in collaboration with Stylevana. Stylevana is an online one-stop shop where you can purchase the latest and trendiest Asian and Korean beauty products. And they very kindly reached out to me and asked if they could send me some products for review and share them here on my channel with you guys. They were also so kind to give me a coupon code. This code will give you guys 10 to 15% off on your entire purchase from the Stylevana website. So if you guys do decide to purchase from there, check out the link in the description box down below. The code is there, INF10 Kikay, where you can save money on your purchase as well. This video is not sponsored by them, but the coupon code is a commission code. So if you guys choose to purchase using the coupon code, then I earn a very small commission, which is really exciting for me because this is the first commission coupon code that I have ever been able to share with you guys here on my channel. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this video. I'm going to be putting on makeup that these guys sent me and also give you guys a first impression with the products that I'm going to be putting on my face today. It's not enough for a full face of makeup, but one thing that I'm really excited about is this little one-shot eye palette. While it looks like a really small, unassuming palette, what I actually really like about it is the fact that if you really look at it, you've got eyeshadows, you've got shadows that can act as blushes, and depending on your skin tone, you've also got two shades here that can act as contour or bronzer powders. So without further ado, I'm going to start applying my makeup to my face. I'm going to prime my face using the Good Molecules silicone-free priming moisturizer. This is just going to fill in the pores of my face, smooth out any texture, and it's also going to moisturize my skin at the same time. I've been looking through the Stylevana website as well, and they've got some really beautiful looking Korean and Japanese skincare as well. I'd really like to have the chance to try a lot more from this particular website, and a lot of this looks like really nice skincare, Korean skincare, and everybody knows Korean people got really nice skin. A lot of these brands look like different types of skincare that I haven't really seen as well, and I always do like trying out new and different things. I'm first gonna go in with the Cover Fixing Cushion Foundation. This is SPF 50. I don't know what 23.5 is or stands for. A bit of sunscreen never went astray. It can clog up my pores, but I've been recently using a sunscreen from the CHICA and Hyaluron skincare line from BT Cosmetics, and it's working out really well for me. So trying out a lot of other Korean beauty, I've been a little bit more open to it as well. So this is what it looks like on the inside, and I'm just gonna use that little pad that it comes with. Gonna press that into there. Hopefully this is my shade. Nope, it's much too light for me, but that's okay. I can deepen up the look later on with some bronzer. Wow, I only picked up a very little bit, but the coverage on that is amazing. Well, I know, don't come for me in the comments. I know it's not my shade. Way too light for me, but the coverage on that's not bad at all. It smells really good too. I don't like fragrance in my skincare, but I don't mind a little bit of fragrance in my actual makeup. It's not overpowering as well. I know this is not my shade at all in any way, shape, or form, but I actually don't mind the way this is applying. It's really pretty. I can say if that were my actual shade, I would really super like this foundation. It's not heavy. The coverage is really super nice. The finish is somewhat matte. It feels a little bit sticky, but I also feel like this is something that needs time to kind of like melt and mold into the skin. It's not super high coverage, but if it were my actual skin tone, it'd be a nice foundation that would just give myself a little bit of coverage through the day, but not the kind of coverage that'll give me a cake face throughout the day. I actually really like that. Other than the fact that it's not my shade, I actually really super like the formula. I think I might go back on the website and purchase this for myself in my actual shade because that's really pretty. Now, just for the sake of this video, I'm actually going to take a little bit of that on a brush and see if it'll build up with that as well. It does. Very nice. It covers up the redness on my skin really nicely as well. Alright, that was a hit. Really like that one. I just wish it were my shade. I'm gonna warm up the face a little bit with some of this Flower Beauty cream contour stick. Give a bit of warmth back to my face because I'm as white as Casper at the moment. That foundation plays really nicely with this other product as well, from what I can tell, as I'm blending that contour into my skin. It's still very light for me. That's a little bit better. It's added a little bit more warmth to my face. I know it's still too bright for me, but I'm now gonna go in with some of this palette. All right, I've changed the settings on my camera so I don't look so white and scary, because it really doesn't look like that in person. All right, this is the One Shot Eye palette. This one is from a brand called CHICA and CHICO. The only thing I'm thinking about this palette and using this for as a complexion product as well is the fact that my brush is too big to actually fit in the pan, but it'd be good for traveling if you were happy to overlook that fact. It looks like quite a versatile palette as well, so I kind of like that. So I'm just gonna take my brush into this middle brown shade here and use that as maybe bronzer or contour. It looks like more of a contour shade considering it's on the cooler tone of brown, but that's blending in quite nicely as well. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. These shadows are quite soft and blendable, it seems. They don't feel chalky at all. Yeah, they feel really, really soft. They actually feel really soft and smooth, and that's kind of what I like in a face complexion product as well. I know it's probably styled to be an eyeshadow palette, but it's applying really nicely as a bronzer. Definitely a thumbs up for me for this palette. It's very versatile, and you could use it as an all-over palette as well. Really super like that. I'm gonna use some of the pink shades as blush for this look. I don't want to look too ashy, so I'm gonna go in with the pinkiest one, which is this one here. The others are probably a little bit too taupe for my complexion, and again, the brush is a little bit too big for the pan itself, but you know what, when there's a will there's a way, and it is possible to make it work. It's just not quite convenient, if you know what I mean. All right, it's probably not quite the right tone of blush for my skin but you know what, it's better than no blush at all. I'm not gonna apply any concealer in this look because that foundation itself was probably bright enough to give me the lightness that I need from a concealer and the coverage that I need. I don't want too much of a full coverage in my makeup anyway on an everyday basis. All right, now I'm going to use this palette as an eyeshadow palette, which is, you know, probably what it was created and designed for. So I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush. This is the Morphe E23, and I'm going to take it into this dark brown here, and I'm going to blend this into the outer part of my eye. Ooh, it's very pigmented. You want to go in with just a little bit of that. Wow, don't let the little palettes fool you these days, guys. This is really super pigmented. Do you guys remember the times when little palettes meant cheap and nasty? This is not cheap and nasty. I don't know exactly how much this one costs, and I'm going to leave it listed in the description box down below. All the details that you guys need to know at how much this thing actually costs. But dang, this is really pigmented. And then it's blending out really nicely as well. Some of this lighter brown as well, and I'm gonna blend that into my crease. I'm gonna take a smaller fluffy blending brush, and I'm gonna be a little bit more precise when I apply this purpley taupey shade into my crease as well. I'm not gonna blend that absolutely everywhere like I did the browns. I'm just gonna focus that one right in my transition. Run some of that under my lower lash line as well. I want to take up some of that brown and build it up very tightly along my lash line just to deepen up this look even more. Point where I need a shimmer shade on my inner corner, but there is no shimmer shade in this palette, and that's okay. For all you guys who like more of a matte eye look, this palette is a really great versatile go-to one for an everyday makeup look. Versatile as well because depending on your skin tone, there are shades in this palette as well that you can use for your face base. So that palette's a win. Now I want to go into the next product that they sent me, and this one is a glitter liner. And again, this is a Korean brand, and it's a really pretty glitter liner. It looks pink in the jar, but when I've swatched it, it has a little bit more of a holographic look to it. It swatches quite clear. So anyway, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to pat some of this on the inner corners of my eyes just to make that look pop. Now this is a product that you're definitely going to need to allow to dry before you can open up your eyelids, or it's going to kind of like crease away into oblivion. It's really super pretty though, I like that. I'm gonna allow that to dry on the lids, and then I might go in with another layer and see if I can build that up. It's a very pretty, subtle type of glitter. Definitely has that pink in it. It's not as clear as I thought it was gonna be. It's got multicolored glitters, which I think is really super pretty. It doesn't sting my eyes as well, which a lot of glitter liners I've found have done. So that's definitely a plus for them. So I'm gonna let that dry, then I might go in with another layer and see if I can build up the intensity of that glitter on my lids. Really pretty, I like it.
Much later.
Okay, so guys, this is what it looks like after I've waited almost 10 minutes for it to dry. It kind of creases up into the eyelid and doesn't really disappear, but I'm not really counting on it still being there after about 3 or 4 hours of wear. Then again, it's probably more of an eyeshadow topper, whereas I don't really have anything on underneath it. So if I maybe applied a bit of a white eyeshadow underneath that, it might be nicer as a glitter topper on top of the white eyeshadow. But I mean, it's a really pretty glitter shadow. It's still somewhat tacky. I'm gonna apply a little bit more on top and see if I can't build it up, but I don't really think it's going to stay there forever. So that was the Jewel-Poten glitter liner from the brand MACQUEEN New York. That's what the box looks like. Now I'm gonna go in with some of this Tonymoly eyeliner. It's a pot and it's a little bit metallic, almost like with a pearl finish. And the thing is, it comes with a little brush like that, so it's quite versatile. You can travel with it. I'm just gonna dip into some of that in the pot. Ooh, it's quite soft, but that actually swatches quite opaque. That's really pretty. So I'm gonna use that as some liner along my lash line. Kind of like that brush too. It has a really nice tip, firm enough to apply that eyeliner. I'm not quite sure how this liner dries. It is kind of smudgy. I'd say this type of liner would be good if you wanted like a smudged eyeliner, but not something that's going to be super precise and super sharp. Really pretty, I like that. I'm gonna see if that'll apply in my waterline as well, and this might be a really bad idea because it might actually end up all over my contact lenses, but I'm gonna try anyway. Okay, that's actually really super pretty. Not my favorite eyeliner of all time, but you know what? I respect that. It's actually a really pretty color too. Alright, I'm gonna go in with a coat of mascara, and then I'm gonna show you guys the last product, and this is one that I was actually really... it made me smile, and so I'm gonna apply this and I'll show it to you guys. I'm just gonna go in with some of the Makeup Design High Definition Waterproof Mascara. Okay, when I saw this last product, it actually made me smile because it's this. Now this is a lipstick, but this is actually 4 shades of lipstick in one stick. So you can get that shade or you can get the next shade. And you know why this made me smile? If you were a 90s baby, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But do you guys remember when they had those school packs where you had crayons like this, where you'd pull one up the top and push it in from the bottom, and the next color would go up? It's kind of like this, and Definitely makeup that I would maybe give to a 10-year-old. Not that I'm recommending that 10-year-olds wear makeup, but if 10-year-olds were to play with makeup, then I think something like this would really appeal to them. It has a very childlike vibe of makeup, I must say. Like, if I were gonna play with something like this, I would probably prefer crayons or pencils. But it just really made me smile because it reminded me of a pencil and a crayon set that I had when I was young, because I'm not young anymore, when I was younger, and I had crayons and pencils in my pencil bag back in the day when kids still used pencils and pens and crayons. I had a set that looked almost exactly like this, and that's why it made me smile, because it brought back memories of my childhood. This particular lipstick definitely has the vibe of a childlike makeup, but I'm actually living for it. I think it's really cute. Look at that. It doesn't smell like anything. I thought maybe it did smell like vanilla, like those crayons did. Actually, I had purple crayons that smelled like grape and bubble gum. That was a very fond memory. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade here. There are 4 shades in it, a more peachy one, a darker one, a red one, and then a really dark red one. And this one is from the brand I'm Mimi. I think that's how you say it. And this one is a Korean makeup brand. And I'm just gonna go in with some of this on my lips. Ooh, that's really pigmented. I think that's a really pretty shade. It doesn't feel drying or matte. It feels like a more emollient type of satin lipstick. It's not slippy. It feels very comfortable. It's not a gloss or anything like that. Ooh, I actually really super enjoy everything that I tried on my face today. So I don't really need to give an overview. I pretty much gave you guys my overall thoughts as I was applying this makeup. Probably the only thing I wasn't really excited about is that glitter liner. It's not really my thing. It's not something that I do use all the time, but everything else that I tried today, I really super loved. That eyeliner, it's not generally something that I use either, but I'm really enjoying getting out of my comfort zone and trying different things. I think I'm definitely going to jump on the website and purchase this cushion foundation in my shade because I love the way that it looks on my skin. And the time that I've been wearing it, it hasn't creased or patched up. It has a really nice finish as well. I think you guys would really benefit from checking out this website. They have a lot of Korean beauty, they'll have a lot of Japanese makeup and Asian brands. They have skincare, they have makeup, and it's a website where you can find all these up and coming and trendy Asian makeup for affordable prices. So thank you to Stylevana for sending me these products. I enjoyed using all of them and testing them out in this makeup look today. I actually really super love that lipstick. I think I'm gonna put this in my bag and use this because it's so pretty and it doesn't make my lips look dry or patchy or lipstick that I feel like I need to wear a liner underneath as well. Maybe I'll sing a different tune after 8 hours when it's creeping up into the lines around my mouth, but I think any lipstick would do that after 8 hours as well anyway. So anyway, that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. Thank you to Stylevana for sending me these products for review. I really appreciate working with you guys. Again, if you, my lovely subscribers, wanted to purchase anything from the Stylevana website or even wanted to just have a browse, check out the link in the description box. And if you did want to save 10 to 15% on anything you might purchase on their website, use the code INF10 Kikay on your purchase, save some money. And yeah, that's it for this video. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye!